Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My first video in a long time. I apologise for that. I don't think anyone actually cares though. So we're going to be just doing your makeup. You're gonna be doing your makeup today. I actually have 4 different makeup bags that I want to show you guys. Let's get them out gently. Oh my god. I literally turned off the fans of my PC so they could everything would be quiet because I haven't done this in a very long time. Okay, so the first bag we have is this fluffy bag, and this one's quite light because inside is just sponges, so like beauty blenders, and then cushion foundation, like sponges. You have this tier one as well, powder puffs, and yeah, there's also this cushion from Milk Touch, a Korean brand. I really like this one. It's very soft. Yeah, so that's kind of in there. We have lots of different sponges, and then we have in this one, this was like a brush. It's a brush bag, but it also used to have like some palettes in here because it could hold some palettes, but I took all the palettes out. But yeah, we have loads of different brushes in here. And then in this was a Hello Kitty one. And then in this Pikachu one, we have, I believe this one is this base. I think this is, so how I organised it, I think this one is eyes, cheeks and lip. And then this one is base, but I think I've kind of muddled them up a little bit because there even are some brushes in here. But we have foundation in here. We have even white foundation in here. Where's the lid for that? Is this the lid for that? Yeah, so that's base in here. So that's that brush. We have a really big fluffy brush here. I don't actually know what this brush is for, but it's a brush. I hope my nails are clean. I did wash my hands before doing this. My nails are clean. And then I also do have a couple things just outside of bags, but in this bag we have eyes, cheeks and lips. So we have some blushes. We have a contour stick, bronzer. Oh, I found this tier concealer. That could be in the base bag. And some lip stuff. Yeah, I do also have a lot of makeup just around my room. Like here, I have the NYX Fat Oil. I love the way this one smells and tastes. And then even here I have the e.l.f. I think it's meant to be a bronzer, but it's bronzer and contour. But the shade for me, I don't think it works too well. But let's get into doing your makeup. Let's start with some primer. Let's see if I can find some primer in here. We have this one here, the NYX face glue. We're going to use this one. Let me scoot in a little bit more. Alright, we'll start by I'm going to apply some to the back of my hand, just some, because this is quite grippy. that all over your face. Just pat that in. Pat that in. Get some more. And rub that in. Okay. Good. It's pretty sticky. It's pretty sticky. There is a primer that I want to try, and that's the Fenty Beauty primer. Is one of the new ones. I think it's the blurring one. Yeah, anyway, let's do foundation. I have a couple different foundations we could do. So I like this one. This is my favorite one currently. The Maybelline Superstay 30-hour foundation. Or we can do, can I reach it? Let me reach it. There we go. This is a Korean foundation. Rom and. This is the Rom and Cushion foundation in shade 05 Sand 25. The mirror is pretty dirty. The shade for me is a bit light, but I think we can make it work for you. It comes with a cushion that sits right here. And then we have a white foundation if you want to go for a ghostly goth look. And then we have a Chic Glam foundation, which is very warm, very, very, very warm. This is shade Honey. And it comes in this little sleeve, like that. So which one would you like to use? Let me just check if I have any more, because you never know with me. Okay, we can do the Romand cushion one. It might not be as hygienic, but we'll give it a go. Actually, I can use one of the. I haven't actually used this cushion yet, so we can use that one for you maybe, just so we save on hygienics. Okay, great. So we'll use this one. I'll put these ones away then for now. Okay, let's see. So we're using, this is a Milk Touch cushion. I'm gonna just press into it. Oh, the cushion fell out. I'm gonna press into it like this, like that. Okay, then we're gonna pat it in. Let me put it down. Pat, 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 pat. Okay, get a bit more of that on. I do like cushion foundations. Yeah. I want to get a couple more. I briefly worked in a K-beauty shop, and I learned quite a lot about skincare. If I could just hold your hair up. Quite a bit about skincare, and also makeup. So, okay, I'd say that's pretty well patted in. If you would like, I can use a sponge and we can blend out a bit more with the sponge as well. Yeah. Okay, let's try. Let's find a nice sponge for me to use. Oh, this is a Powerpuff Girl sponge. It's bubbles. It's bubbles. It's bubbles. Let me just get some of this setting spray. We'll give the sponge a bit of a spritz. Okay. I actually love the way that setting spray smells. Okay, but yeah, I learned quite a bit about K-beauty when I was there, and it was really interesting to see all the different products and different brands. I think my personal favorite brand is Romand. I don't know why. I just took a liking base was called Thief. They just weren't a bit of me. Yeah. I think the cushion foundation I want to try the most is by a brand called Fui, not Thief, Fui, Fwe. And they have, it's like a blue cushion foundation. Not blue foundation, but like it's a blue casing. To me, to be honest, I think a lot of the reason why I want K-beauty products is because they look cute. Okay, let's do concealer. Similar to foundation, I have a lot of different concealers. Let's see. Okay. There's a couple more in there. Okay, I actually have a lot of concealers. So we have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 06. A lot of these concealer shades are very bright because I go for a very bright under eye. The only one that I would say is probably like my correct skin concealer colour is the Tear concealer in shade 5C. I'm actually a neutral shade, but this was the closest one they had to me. You have a stick form here like that. See, it's basically my skin tone. And then we also have this liquid part here. I think both sides are very good, but I just need to get one in a shade lighter because I prefer a brighter under eye. So we have the Tear one as well. Then we have another Korean foundation, Korean brand concealer. This is called The Same. Now this is very full coverage. It's very full coverage. But it does sit quite nicely, I find it. But yeah, it's very, as you can see, very full coverage. I like this one a lot. This is shade, I think it's 1.5. Yeah, shade 1.5. I can read Hangul, but I'm not gonna attempt it because it's really dark lighting and I don't want to embarrass myself. Then we have two white ones. If we were doing a goth look, we could have gone with these ones, but this is the Wet n Wild color corrector. And then this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, also in like a white shade. I heard good things about this one and I like this in the white one, so I might get it in my actual shade, LA Girl. Then we have a She Glam one. I don't like this one at all. It's got like zero coverage and whatever. Then we have, this is a Primark one, and this one also I don't like. It's got a massive applicator, and I just think there was like no cover. I remember there being like no coverage when I used it, and it also just is not my shade. Wow, that, I know I like a white under eye, but that's bright, isn't it? Yeah, so what one would you like to use? We can use a couple even. We could go darker here, brighter here. Yeah, okay. So I think for your skin tone, we're gonna use the Tear one. We're gonna use the Tear one on the outside part here. So I'm gonna place that there, like that, and then there, like that as well. Just there. And then also here. There we go. And then around your nose area. Because there we want to conceal, not so much brighten. And then I think for brightening, because I think this is a lighter shade, we're going to go in with this one. But the coverage might be a bit different actually. So you know what, I'm going to use the Maybelline one. The Maybelline Pimp, because this is a very, like, this is brightening. this is the first concealer that I ever fell in love with, but I hate the applicator. It's like rock hard, and it's so hard to get put out. I never know when I'm done with this one. But we're gonna put that one on the inside of your eyes here, like that, there. Okay, and then there as well, just so we get a nice gradual brighten. Okay, great. So I'm gonna blend that out all with a brush rather than using a sponge, just so we get like a more precise blend. And let me try and find my concealer brush. I think this is it. No, not this one. I can use this one, but I'm not going to. Found a mascara. I hate this mascara so much. The Maybelline Sky High. I hate this one. I don't like it. It's not for me at all. Not for me at all. Where is my concealer brush? I could use this one. No, I'm not going to use that one. I have a really nice brush. I really, really, really like. It's not any of those ones. Whoopsies. Is that it? No. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have another for it. Maybe in this bag. Let's have a look at this bag. Okay, you know what? I can't find it. So we're going to use a sponge. No, actually, we're just going to use this one. This one will do. It's not as precise, but it will do. Okay. I hope that's okay with you, okay? Gradually blend it out. Now I do concealer, then blush, and then I go over concealer again just to touch it up. It might be a bit weird, but that is just how I do it. We're gonna pat the other eye, now the other eye. I have a really fun green blush for you to try. So we're gonna do that one anyway. It's a liquid blush. Liquid blush. We're gonna use a liquid blush. And then just to know the forehead part here as well. Yeah, it's a liquid blush. It is a pinky purpley colour. We're gonna go for that kind of dolly, that dolly pink colour in the nose. Yeah, so going for more of a pinky look today. I usually look good in corals or pinks, and like a bit of purple. Yeah. Okay. That is done. So now we're gonna go in with a liquid blush, and I actually have her right here. This is the Huda Beauty faux, I believe it's called the blush filter, faux blush filter. Yeah, blush filter in shade Ube Cream. It is this pinky purpley colour. I really, really love it. I love this one so much. I was struggling to get like pigment out of it first. I remember when I first was using it, I was really struggling to see the pigment, but I found the best way to use it. And it's just to use a brush to blend it out. Specifically I used to be a very big sponge person. I would only really like to use sponges. I would never like to use brushes. But you get used to using brushes, and you end up liking them more. This is the Glossier brush duo side, because you get the silicone tip here, which I hate. I don't like silicone tips at all. It's just a gimmick to me. And then this side you get the brush, and I do really like this brush. It blends everything out so nicely if we just tap gently. So I'm gonna place. How do you usually place your blush? Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna place it here. And I love the way it smells as well. It smells like literally like I don't know, just smells sweet and yummy. Yummy is the word. Okay. I'm gonna also actually, I'm gonna get a bit here on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna blend that into the brush, just so the blush is introduced to it. The brush, okay. And then we're gonna blend that out. I'm gonna tap it, not brush upwards, just gonna tap in that spot, just to kind of diffuse it, not to disperse it, you know. Okay. I'm gonna get a bit more of the blush on the back of my hand, just to, once again, introduce it. More, just gonna. Do you bring it onto the nose bridge normally? Just a little bit. Okay, we can give that like a little blush moment. But I'll do that with the powder. I won't do it with the liquid, because with the liquid it can be a bit messy. Okay, like that. I'd say it's pretty well blended out. I do really like this. It's very nice. And then for shading, like contour, bronzer, whatever, we can do the e.l.f. bronzer, or we can do, for liquid bronzer, obviously, where did I put it? Is it in here? We can do the She Glam. This is the She Glam stick, Snatch in Define Stick in shade Golden Sun, and it's kind of like it's a bit more cool, I'd say, so it's probably better for contouring. We can do this one, or I even have here, I think this is more of a bronzer though, yeah, She Glam liquid bronzer. This is shade Terracotta, and yeah, that's what that one's giving, a little bit like that. That's like nice for warming up. So actually, we'll use this as the contour. I'll give that. It's better to warm it up in the back of my hand, and then I'll place it like this. Just try and sharpen in here as well, and then just on the forehead parts, just very lightly, nothing too harsh. I'm going to use this brush to blend it out. I know it's a bit of a big brush, but it will work. We're going to tap that in place like that. I'm going to tap it in. I didn't think this video would be this long, but it is. I'll try and wrap it up. But then again, I personally always look for longer videos, like 20 minutes plus, because I know I'm not going to fall asleep in 11 minutes, do you know what I mean? So I really hate when I find a good video, but it's so short. So short. Okay, another forehead. so gently above the blush and below it as well, but in between the contour and the blush. So would you prefer, so we have, that's this one, the Chic Glam one here, that's that one, or we can use the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one, we can, I'll place it right here. I think they're like roughly, okay, they're definitely different shades. That one's a bit more golden, this one's a bit more cool, but still a bit more of a bronzer. Which one would you prefer? The e.l.f. one, okay. Yeah, the e.l.f. one's a bit more pigmented as well. So I'm gonna just pick up it here, this one, onto my brush, pick it up, and I'm gonna place it like there, okay. Okay. Just gently give you like a nice warm glow almost, you know. Same thing on the other side. Okay, good. Right, I don't know. I'm like, when it comes to makeup, the part I'm worst at is like contour and bronzing. Like, it's my least favorite part. If I could, I'd just blush all day. I'd blush all day, every day. Okay, now we're gonna just set with some powder. I have this Chic Glam. I know a lot of it is Chic Glam. I apologize. You know, I think with starting out with makeup, I didn't want to invest so heavy into really expensive makeup and, you know, have it not be for me. But we have this one. It's fun. This is a purple one, which will also complement the blush really nicely. We have here the pressed powder, which is like a nice pressed powder, and then we have the loose powder here as well. Which one would you prefer? Loose. Okay. I'm gonna grab a powder puff. If I can find one. Here we go. Okay, we have a powder puff here. And I'm gonna just take that and gently tap the excess. And then pat that into your under eye. Same thing. Pat into the under eye. Okay, great. We'll let that sit for like a couple seconds. And then I like to take this big fluffy brush that I said I didn't know what to do with earlier and pat that in. Pat the powder in. Not really brush away. Excuse me, I had pulled up before filming. And then just pat. Okay, great. Now all the liquid is done, I'm gonna set. Okay, great. Doesn't that smell so nice? Oh, lovely. Okay. And then now what we can start to do, I think we'll start with powder blush. Now I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna use the Glossier Cloud Paint in shade Billow. It's like a pinky purpley one. It matches the Huda Beauty one very nicely. And then we have also here the NYX Buttermelt Blush in shade My Butter Half, which is another similar colour. Like, it's very similar to the Glossier. Actually, not that similar actually, are they? But they do complement each other quite nicely. So we're going to put the NYX one and then the Glossier one. The Glossier one is more sheer, so we're going to place that more on the outer parts. Okay. And we're going to use the same brush, because it's a great brush. Okay. So I'm going to get the lighter one first. It is like proper. You can see how it's kind of like moves around. It's proper cool like that. But the pigment isn't really there. Like, it's alright. It's alright. I found a way to make it work, but yeah. I'm gonna place that just on like the apples of your cheeks. Just tapping it, not swirling around. Just tapping in circles. Okay, great. And then, you know what? I kind of want to play a bit of this orangey one as well. This is a Primark blush, but it's, as you can see, she's got some pigment. Well, you'll see. Just have to kind of like a light transition shade, and then we'll place the next one as well. Okay, this one's quite strong, quite pigmented, but we'll give it a go. Okay, and just bring that up ever so gently. Same on this side. And then I'll place a bit on the nose here, just to sweep it like that. And that's blushed up. Then for bronzer, we have this looking. For powder bronzer, we're going to use this one. Oh, for blush, I actually also have this really nice. This is a Sheglam one. I think it's meant to be a dupe of the James Charles painted one, but it's a very. This is the powder. It's like an orangey blush, perfect for my skin tone. That's the cream next to it. It's very nice. It's really nice. I haven't used that one in a while. Let's see. Oh, here's the concealer brush. What a shame. This is a really nice concealer brush. So for powder bronzer, we are gonna use the NYX Buttermilk Bronzer in shade Butter Match. And this is very, like, smells like chocolate. Genuinely, it just smells so nice. And this doesn't play around. Look how it changed the colour of that blush instantly. Okay, so we're gonna place it like that. Just gently, just to warm up the face a bit. Like that. And then just on the forehead area as well again, like that. Perf. Okay, great. Okay. We're gonna add some shimmer now using the Sheglam Lunar Glow highlighter. My friend put me on this one. It's a very, like, oh, that's probably a bad place to place it, but yeah, as you can see, she's quite strong. But yeah, I'm gonna use my finger for this. We're gonna just apply above the blush and then down the nose bridge, okay? It's great. Okay, great. Eyeshadow, stuff like that. Okay. So we have this big NYX palette here. This was gifted to me. Someone gave this to me ever so kindly. I love them for it every day. We're gonna just do something that's gonna try pink, and then also just this colour here. These two. I think it's going to be quite nice. I'm just going to go in with this shade first. Just pack it in on the outside, like the outer lid. I have quite hooded eyes, so unfortunately my eyeshadow can be quite messy, but it also means I can't do like more intricate looks and stuff, which is kind of annoying. Like if I do a whole cut crease, you can't tell, you know. And then on the other eye as well, pack it in quite nicely. Okay, great. Then I'm gonna get another brush. If I can find another brush. Okay, we're gonna get this one, and we're gonna get this shade here. Okay. And we're gonna place it on the inner corners like that. Okay. And kind of blend it. Oh yeah, there we go. Blend that out quite nicely. Like that. Okay, great. Nice. And then also kind of, I want to go in, where is it, with this like very light purpley colour, and just pack that in the middle, like down the middle of the eyelid like that, and then blend like that. Great. Should we add a bit of sugar in there? No, I think it should be fine, because we're gonna go in now with some eyeliner and then mascara. So for eyeliner, we can either do the NYX one, or we have from London eyebrow pencil. Yeah, pencil. Or we have the Pixie eye pencil. This is a liquid lipstick. As a lip liner. Oh, I forgot I had this. It's a mini, like stackable. So you have a highlighter here. I believe this is a blush, and I believe that's a powder. What was I looking for? What's this one? This is a lip liner. I think the best one for liquid liner we have is the next one, but I'll fill in your eyes with the Pixie one. Okay, hold still. I'm gonna do like a wing, like that, and then fill it in. Okay, great. And then the other side, a wing, like that, just a soft wing, and fill it in. Okay, just a very simple wing. I'm not gonna fill anything else in because it's gonna ruin the look. Okay, now we're gonna use, this is my favorite mascara, the Panorama mascara from L'Oreal. Love this one. Okay, just blink through for me. Blink, 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 blink. Great. Blink, 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 blink. Okay. My back is hurting. And then lastly, all we have left to do is lips. We're going to do a very simple lip combo, almost a bit pooey. My friend says the pooier the lip combo, the better. So what we're going to do... Okay, we have this lip liner. It's, where's a good place for me to show? I'm running out of space on my hand. Like this, almost chestnutty brown colour. We'll apply that. have this liquid, like lipstick colour, also like almost like a terracotta colour like that. That's quite nice. And then we'll go over it with this gloss, like that. Okay, so just stay still over the lips, okay? And I'm just gonna go over the Cupid's bow. Okay, do like this. Great. I kind of have like a natural lip liner. Can you see? I have two-tone lips. It's darker here. It's very subtle though, so I still put lip liner on. But I do have two-tone lips. And I actually feel quite special with that. And then I'm gonna go under like this here. I'm always really messy at this part. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Then we could do this one. Oh, actually, I haven't used. We could do this Made by Mitchell one. This is a liquid lipstick. It's a bit darker. I think we're gonna go with this one. This one's quite nice. Okay. And just great. And then just kind of for me, great. And then for gloss, we could do either one of these two. Yeah, the fat oil. Great. This is shade. Oh, what shade this one is? Citrus chili. I don't know. Oh, great. Wow. Oh, this one's great. Okay. Just great. Lovely. It's like, it's red tinted, but it's so subtle you can't even tell. Yeah. And then we're gonna just have to set that. Right. How's that feel? Great. That's great. I'm happy you had fun. I know I have a lot of mess to clean up. I don't know if I'll be filming again anytime soon. To those who stay to the end, here are some of my photo cards that I pulled. HMV have this thing where you can get random photo cards, so I got as many full of seraphim as I could. So I have Unche, Chaewon, Yunjin, a Sakura license one, and then another Sakura one. I actually got this one from the hot tin cover one, but yeah. And then I actually have another Sakura one because I recently bought the first album, Fearless, and I bought her, which is great. Yeah, that's for the people who stay to the end, if you're also a fan. But I will see you guys, I don't know when, I don't know if I'm going to be filming again anytime soon, but I wanted to do this for me, so I did, and it was honestly quite fun, and I had an excuse to play around my makeup, which is always fun because it just sits there genuinely. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys next.